out of Madison, Connecticut, an 11.24 goals against average, and a 56.2 save percentage. And two of the very best at faceoffs in the Ivy League. In fact, the best two percentage-wise, as Mitchell Myers goes against Jamie Zusai, and it's Zusai that's able to help win the initial faceoff here today. Right back to it. Myers off the faceoff win, flipping it over here to Brendan Ventarola. Ventarola will run it across the restraining line for the Big Green as they'll have one of their first chances on the attack here today. One in. A Penn attack that can be so dangerous up front. Back to the X we go. Zusai and Myers, they're 1 and 2 in terms of percentage in the Ivy League on faceoffs. Violation whistle down here against Zusai and Penn, so possession will go back to the Big Green. Points in 5 straight now for Lapina. Face-off one here by Myers. Myers was 17 for 24 on face-offs against Princeton. In that game against the Tigers, he gets it across the towards on finals. Matt Brandow of Yale, John Piatelli of Cornell, and Eric Peters of Princeton, in addition to Handley here of Penn. Off the face-off, Zusai gets across to it, lifts it up in the air, and Blake will bring it down in control. Long across he goes here to Theo Lenz. Dartmouth responded with a Peter Lapina goal to get them to within 1. 2 straight tallies for the Quakers, and they've got themselves a 3-goal advantage. Not an easy score there for Gergard by any stretch of the imagination. Hat-tricks now in 3 straight for Gergard. It's his 6th hat-trick. Quakers have to get a win here today to try and keep pace with the rest of the Ivy League. Everybody else in the Ivy League that's not on the field right now, currently tied for first. Cornell, Princeton, Yale, Harvard, and Brown all at 3 and 2 after results earlier on today. And it's a Quaker team that's had some close results during the course of their season as Dartmouth will control the opening phase. But going back and talking about RPI, coming into today, Princeton had the 2nd highest RPI. Penn was 4th. Yale was 6th. Violation off the face-off, controlled this time by Myers. Wide side edges. Look back at Rogan's goal. Didn't look like there was a ton of space there, but he was able to find just enough. Another face-off win for Myers. 8 for 11 on the X so far. 4th an assist. Now an all-important face-off here. And Chris Arcieri on to take the draw this time here against Mitchell Myers. Foul whistle down against the Big Green. Piper Baum with the assist on the play there for the Quakers. That stops a run of 3 straight goals scored by the Big Green. Arcieri to draw here against Myers. Myers working to try and get to it. On the ground, scooped up and taken away here by Azelby. They'll leave it up top now. First-year player now up to 21 on the season. Arcieri and Myers locked in a good one right now on the X. Arcieri tries to spoon it back. Ventarola tried to knock it down. Azelby comes over. Batted ahead. A fight for the ball right now. And a push whistle down here against the Big Green, so possession will come to the Quakers. 3rd point of the afternoon for him. So he's got an assist here today as well. But the bodies hit the ground right now. Ball popped up in the air. Big Green nearly in control. It's somewhere under Mitchell Myers. Now we're going to have a little bit of pushing after the fact. Officials are going to come in and try and slow things down and relax some simmering tensions down in front of the Big Green bench. It's going to be Dartmouth ball coming out of it. Elite win since. They're close at halftime here today. And that's really been the story for Dartmouth for so much of this 2022 season. The second half, they are getting outscored 74-44 during games this season. They were tied at halftime with Ohio State. They were only down 8-7 against Harvard, tied at 5 against Cornell and Princeton. Not counting the Yale loss here, as we are seeing George Prince yet to be heard from. Prince picks up his first assist of the game here today. It's assist number 17 of the season for Prince. Rogan with the hat trick here. Dartmouth comes right back on for the first time since it was 2-1 back in the first quarter. Big Green potentially a possession away from tying this game up. Another battle on the X. Darcy Aries come in, helped to level out the battle on faceoffs here this afternoon. As a run over on the back end is Griffin O'Neill. Handley has it. Handley tries to fire in. Shot knocked out of his cross from behind. Ball loose, and it's going to be picked up and taken. Goal of the game for McGill. Second point of the game for Lapina. TJ O'Brien in there, battling with Arcieri. Ball on the turf, scooped up and taken away by Jackson McGinley. Ben DiGiovanni will bring it across, and now 8 at the 3:20 mark here in quarter number 3. An entertaining game to be certain from New Hampshire's Upper Valley this afternoon. Game the Quakers have to have if they want a chance at a top 4 spot. Arcieri wins the face-off this time against TJ Bryan. Quakers that time working the ball around by the Quakers. And after not scoring for the majority of the quarter, they come and they net 2 goals now in 52 seconds. Big stalemate on the X this time, and sneaking in the back door and taking it away is Farrar. Farrar quickly over here to Piper Bond. Bond firing towards it, bounces a shot and it's in. Beautiful feed coming to Bond. Bond with an open lane working towards the front of the net, drives it into the turf. And Bond picks up his first goal of the afternoon, second point. The last 2 goals now for Penn coming just 15 seconds apart. Quakers push the lead back up to 3 at 11-8. Talk about seizing momentum back if you are Penn. 4 straight goals scored here by Penn, all coming inside the last 3.5 minutes of the quarter. Myers with the face-off win. Big possession here for the Big Green. Darted won by Piper Bond in just 15 seconds. Capped off by Sam Handley's 4th of the game, coming with 39 seconds remaining. Face-off win comes here to Myers. McGill ripping in towards that shot. Never got through, blocked down in front. Azelby with the ground ball. Tried to flip it forward. Made 16 straight games. Make it 17 with his 4 he's been able to tally here this afternoon. This one coming just 57 seconds in. Now a run of 5 straight goals scored here by the Quakers after Dartmouth tied the game up at 8. Big Green control off the draw. Myers to bring it across the restraining line. Quickly on the X, this one's ushered back and gathered in by Brendan Ventarola. Coming up here, 17-26, face-offs have gone in the Big Green's favor. Arcieri against Myers here. Dartmouth looking for a penalty call, none coming, but they'll control. Ventarola, though, has it knocked away by Piper Bond. Ball loose back on the deck. And throws it forward to Gergar. Tied that earlier this year when he put up 6 goals in a win against Duke. Face-off win taken forward here by Mitchell Myers. Myers has been outstanding. 75% on the X today. 18 face-off wins. Make that 80%, excuse me. Trying to do math on the fly here. The Big Green, I believe. Joe Azelby off right now. Myers, though, able to win possession away. Another face-off win for Mitchell Myers on the X. Myers gets run into and run out of bounds. Piper Bond will be the guilty party this time. Off the face-off, taken away by Joe Azelby. Two goals coming 31 seconds apart for the Big Green. And another critical draw coming up here. Myers pulls this one away. Myers has been gangbusters on the X this afternoon, 20 for 27 for faceoffs here for Dartmouth. Feeding it down.